Well, hi there. Welcome back to Margot and me. Margot says hi. Today is day 8 of this summer road trip. Rode from Nelson to Princeton, about 380 kilometers, sort of a medium length ride. It was a good day, but a challenging one for a few reasons. First off, I'm trying not to be frustrated because yesterday I rode a super cool ride from Creston up to the ferry that takes you across Kootenay Lake, and I find out as I went to edit the video last night that I mucked up the settings on my camera and it was only recording a single lens as opposed to a 360 degree view, which is anyway, it limits what I can produce in the video, and so I'm a little bit ticked off at myself about that today. The second thing, I'm getting tired of the rain. Ran into a bunch of that today. Everybody's going to tell you there are different rules to motorcycling. I think the first two rules are, number one, keep the shiny side up. Rule number 2, if you're riding down the road and you look ahead and it looks maybe a little bit like, should I put on my rain gear or shouldn't I? You should. I didn't today. Came across a pass between, just outside of Nelson a little ways, and it got up to just over 5,000 feet. It was 11 degrees and it started raining and it was super twisty, and all kinds of things were going on for me. I woke up anxious because I didn't sleep. I woke up too early and I woke up a little bit anxious, so I'm already a little bit tight, and then I'm cold because it's 11 degrees and I'm wet and I didn't put on my rain gear, and muscles get stiff, which is a really bad way to ride. And twisty roads, I'm a little uncomfortable. Came down those slippery, wet roads in the cold. I could have done that a little bit better. But beyond that, after that, it got a little bit better. Got to a Soyuz. Boy, the drop down that hill into a Soyuz is simply stunning. And I stopped there, had some brunch in the late morning, warmed up over a few cups of coffee, and then as soon as I left the Soyuz, it cooled down again over the next pass with 14 degrees and mixed rain. And did I learn? No, I still didn't have my rain suit on. Come on, Andrew, figure it out. So here's something I've been processing about this whole thing. I was fighting being just present all day. Like I said, I woke up anxious, I woke up early for no apparent reason, and I started, while I was riding, I just kept thinking ahead to tomorrow, to next week, to the end of the trip already. And I wasn't just here in that moment enjoying what the ride brought me, partly because I was uncomfortable. Here's something else about motorcycling, maybe rule number 3, maybe this should be rule number 1. If you're not present, you're dead. Which may be a good metaphor for life, actually. It's actually one of the main reasons I ride, to be immersed in the right now. I just love that feeling when you're just fully present with the ride and where you are. You've got wide open skies, right? There's no ceiling in the car, there's no side walls in the car, windshields are getting in your way. You just see everything. You've got this super wide open view, up, down, left, right. Every 100 meters that you ride, it smells different. You can smell the freshly cut hay or the pine needles, and even the hog barns. But everything is just so different, and it's just right there and real. I can feel a 1 degree change in temperature when I'm on the bike. I can feel, boy, that cooled off. And I look down at my meters, and sure enough, my gauge tells me, yeah, it cooled off a degree. You just right there in the moment. I just love that feeling, being right there. And to ride well, it's probably necessary to be right there so you can be able to react or direct the motorcycle in the way you need to stay safe. Today I lost some of that, partly due to fighting through cold muscles and wet roads. So I didn't ride all that relaxed. Hopefully that'll change. Well, tomorrow and the whole week ahead actually looks to finally be sunny and warm. The first time since I left 8 days ago. Really looking forward to that. I'm riding to Cache Creek little less, 330 kilometers, I think. I'm going to stop in at Hell's Gate on the way and take a look at that place. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about it, so do a little sightseeing there, and end up at Cache Creek for the night before I turn around and wind my way back east again a little ways to Kelowna the day after, where Margot will get an oil change and her tires checked and brake pads checked and all that kind of stuff to make sure she's still good for the road. Anyway, that's it for today. Missing all you guys that I care about, and hope you're all well, and I look forward to seeing all of you the next time around.